be more involved, so I get a better experience out of KP. Since this is my first year, I want to be able to experience it like as best as possible. And I feel like that KP, the operations manager position, would be the best fit for me because I like to be organized. I like to get things done like ahead of time, and I do things like ASAP as soon as possible.
So now the floor is open for 3 to 5 questions. So would anyone like to ask a question?
There's Benny. Benny's not here.
Oh wait, I think I have a text message from him.
Well then. Yes, class.
Okay.
So we did have one.
So Benny Batanga, last year's operations manager, would like to ask, what do you intend on doing with your position when when you don't have any major events to help with? For example, if you're not helping with Makasama, or if you're not helping the finance manager, what do you see your position doing for KP?
I feel like it's just like helping the other officers around if they need help. Because my job doesn't have too many responsibilities, so I feel like it's a responsibility to help them as well.
Any other questions? Oh, Trevor?
So this year, if you get elected, you're going to be working with me a lot. And we have our hand, we would have our hand in every single event that KP goes through. And that means that there's a lot on your plate. What are you going to do if you have, how will you prioritize events or like jobs that you have to do if I give you, let's say, 10 things at once in a time?
Well, I'd probably prioritize it like based on what needs to be done like as soon as possible, like what needs to be done first. Like events that are upcoming, like maybe in like a couple weeks, compared to the ones that would be like in a month or so. So I'd do those first compared to the ones that I have more time to do.
Okay, I have a question for you. So being on KP board does take up a lot of time, so how do you handle stress?
Stress? Usually like if I'm too stressed out, I'll go like on a run, just let off some steam. Then I'll be able to like be more calm and then I can be more focused on it. So that's how I usually handle stress.
So there's room for 2 more questions. Oh, Camilla?
Okay, so as operations manager, I see that position helping a lot with keeping board on their toes, like keeping them on track with deadlines. For example, like board fees, like helping out Trevor collect board fees. I also see ops as making sure people attend their office hours and just kind of do what they're supposed to do as a board member, like beyond their position for like their like duties and things. How would you, how are you with deadlines and how like making sure people meet them? Like, do you consider yourself like an assertive person, or do you?
Yeah, I feel like that if they're not ready for their deadline, I'll tell them about it, tell them to be more prepared, tell them they need to do this like right away. Like their deadline is coming up, it needs to be done. Because for me, I like being very punctual. I like things being done when they're supposed to be, because that's when like they promise it's supposed to be done, so that's when it needs to be done.
Can you tell us what the acronym SPACE stands for, and which pillar do you think your position would most identify with?
SPACE stands for social, political, academic, cultural, and experience.
I don't
I feel like it would be more with the social because I'm interacting with the members of the KP board and meeting with deadlines and stuff.
Okay, so that is the last question for Ryan, so thank you, Ryan.